Howdy everyone, and welcome back to yet another Frontier survival, or like roleplay. I shouldn't say survival roleplay either. It's not exactly that, that extreme. I just got a call today about the case dealership. Apparently someone called them to come and help like get this old like truck or 90s F350 out of a barn on their property. Called me up asking if I can go and do that job for them, and they said they'll keep the money, but I get to have the truck kind of fixed up, which is pretty exciting. So I accepted that offer there. And I've also been hearing for a couple days now them out here working on this playground, which is pretty exciting as well. You can see they kind of hauled the playground equipment in and they're over there putting it up. So that'll be a neat thing to kind of see. So we're gonna go do that real quick, and then after that I got some more mowing jobs as well. So we'll go ahead and do this job real quick and then go over to that neighborhood again and mow us a couple more lawns. So I guess I can they said to just park my truck around back this time, so that's what I shall do. And it looks like they're starting to truck out some of their equipment, I guess, their stock, because they have an overstock of mini excavators and I guess tractors as well. So maybe we'll be able to do that for them too. We'll be able to kind of help truck their equipment out of state. Nice, like F550 there. And you can see they have these whole things just loaded up on the low loader here, ready to go. Which truck do I need to use here for this job? Oh, roll back in the shed over there. Alright then, well, thank you, man. So they say they have a rollback over in that shed. Looks like they replaced that flatbed that was here the last time with an actual rollback. I imagine it'd be more useful for them. Just have to kind of make sure I was recording is all. So apparently this property that they speak of is beyond that neighborhood that we were at the last time, and it's like down a dirt road right before you get down into the mining area, which was interesting. So we'll go ahead and while he's honking at me, I have the right of way there. We'll go ahead and head down there and see about pulling this truck out of the barn. It'll be pretty neat to have like a little project to work on, and also something to kind of upgrade our old truck with. I discovered the GVRW is not that good on our truck that we have right now, so we definitely need something a little bigger to be able to pull that. I guess it would be the skid loader, because it was like a 50-50 like vote on both that and the mini excavator. So we'll definitely be needing one of those, and like I said, the guy's just paying the shock to get this off the property. He's paying him like probably a couple grand. And then they say that I can just keep the truck, which is pretty cool. I'll let this roll back in half right here. I hope my microphone's turned up enough this time. So they say right before you go down into the mine, which I assume this is the old pathway, something about it going uphill as well. Just kind of turn our lights on so we can see a little bit better. It's in an old barn, which I assume this is it right here. Interesting. Oh wow. So they have like a bunch of old scrap plates in here. Old tent, and then I guess this is the truck that we now own. It's just how did I get it out of here is the question, because I don't think I can move any of the doors or anything out of the way. I think it'll just barely be able to kind of squeeze through here, just break some boards off the side. And now we shall pack this thing up right here. We shall lower this down like so, and I guess we'll just kind of run like a winch to it. See here. Just hook it to that steering rod right there. I'm sure I'm not using the right terminology for that, but whatever. And then we'll start to kind of like winch this thing on in. There we go. I'm not sure if it'll fit through this doorway here, but just barely can fit through there. We'll just kind of winch this all the way up in the bed like so. There we go. Now I'll just go ahead and just strap it down, make sure it doesn't move anymore. I can reach up there. I have to roll the bed in first. So now we shall roll this on in. There we go. Now we shall strap her down. We should take this back to our house, and then we'll have a nice little project to work on. Something to look forward to finally. Now see if I can get that drop axle to come down on the pavement, or more level ground, I should say. And this is kind of a sketchy road. Just kind of go back the way we came. Pretty sure the truck did slide off the bed a little bit as I was rolling it up, but all as long as it doesn't go anywhere and it's on there pretty level, or even I should say, then there shouldn't be any issues. Just go ahead and shut my lights off. Tell you what, the rims seem to be in pretty good shape on this truck. I'll say most of the tires don't seem too bad either, which is surprising. Mine just need a little bit of like washing up for starters, and a new battery, and you know, basic stuff, and now get that all up and running again, I'm pretty sure. Plus it needs like a starter or something, new starter as well. I'm pretty sure it's a diesel, so it probably needs 2 batteries in it. So yeah, I guess I'll see y'all back at the house. Figure out how to get that drop axle come down. It was kind of trying to hit the wrong button the whole time. Jake brake to slow down a little bit. This truck would be pretty heavy. You do want to watch for trains here as well in these sort of situations. And then it's pretty dark in that tunnel. Here we are, pretty much back at the house. This truck definitely takes a little bit to get going. So I'm just going to turn the flashy lights on, light bar. Then I'll kind of just, I guess I'll just plot this back or down like right by the house there. Maybe a perfect spot for working on it and whatnot. I feel like my old toolbox is there and everything. Alright, so we'll just get her kind of rolled down like so. And then I guess I'll release the parking brake and just kind of let it roll off. Got enough spot for it, I guess. And we should turn this to the dealership. There we go. I'll try to make our way out here. Fucking pummeled by traffic. Just leave the gates open because I'm literally just going right over here. I'm gonna take out my mailbox, just barely missed my mailbox. Damn, I'm really butchering this episode in the way of commentary. I swear, traffic is so stupid on this map. Yeah, again, that's my reward right there, is that truck. I get to keep the money, and I get to keep the truck to be able to restore it, and kind of finally have my own thing to haul some pretty hefty size equipment around. So I found my trucks only good for like small stuff, small trailers and whatnot. The truck I have right now, that is. I probably could have backed it in a lot further, actually. I'll go ahead and kind of do that real quick. There we go. So now we'll head back to the house. I'm gonna go and I think I'm gonna go start working on that truck actually, and then tomorrow I'll head out and do some more mowing jobs. Just go ahead and hook this up to here for tomorrow. And shut that off. There we go. Close that up. And where the garden is, there it is. There we go. I'll spray this down a bit, see how good it looks underneath there. You always want to spray it back the truck out too. And clean up in the wheel wells. Let's clean the wheel off. And this wheel. There we go. I'll tailgate up and let the water all out. There we go. And I'll just go ahead and clean our little truck off here while I'm at it too. Clean that off, and then I'll clean the mower off tomorrow once I'm done using it. So now I guess we'll kind of see what's wrong with it here. And my little toolbox. Let's see if I can see what the gauge looks like inside here. Looks like it has some power to it, because that light just came on. And I believe it's full of diesel. It actually has diesel in it. I don't know how good it is, though. Windows definitely need to be replaced, because you can see they're all cracked up. And I would like to also replace these mirrors here with actual like tow mirrors. That, and of course, like kind of respray it too. Get some spray paint for it. But yeah, like I said, the tires and the rims actually don't look like they're in too bad shape. And yeah, might need an oil change. Looking at. Get some new batteries to where it has enough juice to actually turn over. Get some new oil and oil filter for it. And new windows, new little tow mirrors. And then we'll have ourselves a nice tow rig in our hands. Go ahead and close this up again. Seems to have a little gooseneck fifth wheel hitch type deal in as well, which is pretty neat. Yeah, it has little tie down points for loads. There's the plug in for a trailer right there. There we go. So yeah, I guess I'll calculate, see how much all that stuff will cost, and I'll see y'all tomorrow in both in game and in real life as well. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they'll even have that playground over there. They're kind of built up by then too. Oh, dang, let me think about it. According to my phone, it's gonna be raining tomorrow, so I guess I'll see y'all. I'll see y'all today after tomorrow. Actually, that'd be the best time to start mowing again. Alright, y'all. Well, 2 days later, and I got this thing all basically kind of sanded the rust off of it a little bit, put some polish on both the rims, the bumper, and the grill, basically all the chrome on it and whatnot. I polished it, and I sprayed like this glossy, like maroon red color on it. Basically made it look real spiffy and whatnot. See, here's the end what they came in, and then here's both the engine battery and then the battery for the turbo. We'll go ahead and install that once I come back from my mowing jobs. And then I also got the oil and oil filter and the tow mirrors in as well. Let me think. I think this is the oil actually, and this is the tow mirrors here. At least I think. Oh wait, no, here is the tow mirrors. And like I said, this is the batteries, oil filter. Yeah, there we go. It's hard to tell. They kind of all came from the same website, so they kind of have the same sort of address or company logo name on it. But that was like, damn, what was it again? I would have to check back my account, I guess, see how much I spent on that. Just checked my phone. It was $1,800 or $1,873, $75, something like that. So it's actually not a bad price for all that I got from the site and whatnot. So now we're going to be heading back to that neighborhood because the real estate agent wants me to finish mowing the rest of that neighborhood, or at least pretty much the rest of it, for, damn, I want to say like maybe around $2,500, which is definitely a deal. I'll be definitely taking that. But another thing real quick here before I head off is I noticed that they're starting to kind of put in the swing sets and everything finally over here, which is pretty neat. You can see it kind of have that all lifted up over there and going in, which is pretty neat. So it'll be cool to kind of have a playground here finally and make the area a little bit more lively. But anyway, we shall be heading off to go mow down that neighborhood. And yeah, since then the pole kind of became less even that I did on, if y'all want me to get a skid loader or a tractor or mini excavator. A lot of y'all, I'll just go ahead and close that gate for them. What one pole, that's what I meant to say, very similar words. But one is the mini excavator. So we shall be starting to work up towards getting that. And then we'll be able to get us some more major moolah in. Tell y'all what though, I definitely feel a lot more alive and better today than I did that first half of the vlog, I should say. I guess I'll see y'all at the neighborhood. Oh, train be booking it. Yep, see y'all at the neighborhood. Here we are. So I guess we'll be just kind of parking at the same spot as last time, pretty much. Just right here in the center of the whole thing. There we go. Yeah, pretty much the same spot. Unstrap that, and then put the ramp down as well. We shall jump on this old beauty. So basically the whole rest of the houses are on the list. And well, I guess if I do a good enough job, maybe they'll even pay me more than $2,500. Maybe it'll go up $500 more at least. That would be nice. Be a guess of mine anyway, if it does go up. But I guess I'll see y'all after this one long time lapse of mowing everyone's lawn. This job was a lot bigger than I thought it was gonna be, so I went ahead and kind of talked them up. Ramps up real quick. I went ahead and talked them up in price just a little bit more. So instead of $2,400, I was asking them for $5,000, actually, at least $5,000 for all the amounts of like clothesline and underwear I had to navigate around and got stuck on. Because turns out that the real estate agent actually is pretty wealthy, because not only does his dad own a grain mill right there, but also his sister also owns like a market, and I had to mow for all of them as well, which in turn my mower here kind of broke down, so I'm now having to sort of recover this. Another thing y'all may have saw is that I accidentally kind of knocked over one of the mailboxes, but I just kind of stuck it back in the ground again, so no harm, no foul. But yeah, tomorrow or next video, I'm definitely gonna have to get some more fuel for this thing. Oh yeah, now to go back to the house and fixing up my, I guess it's like new to me, my new like project truck. Definitely have to get that truck running, because this truck is even starting to kind of struggle with this little utility trailer, which is saying something about it. Alright, now just kind of once again back this into here, and like I said, next video I'll go and refuel this thing at a fuel station. There we go. Then I'll just kind of flip this around like so, because it might need some light. So I guess I'll see y'all here in a little bit once I have these batteries installed and also the oil changed, and I might go ahead and put those mirrors on as well. Alright y'all, well, I got the batteries installed, mirrors installed as well, and also new oil, like an oil change basically inside of it. So I guess we'll see if it fires up or not. Let's see. Might need some time to let the oil kind of circulate through the engine, if that makes sense. Almost got it. Until it wants to start. Oh, there we go. A lot of things, lights on this truck are bright. Just turn this one off. What do y'all think? It's definitely gonna be one I'm gonna use to haul this thing to the fuel station by next episode. And probably do some firewood contracts as well, because I have been getting some calls about people wanting that done and delivered, so this will be perfect for that. Oh, another cool thing is that they finally have finished with the playground over here. As you can see, they're down there just kind of collecting the cones and whatever barriers that they have left. But they have actually said I can come over and check it out finally, so I'll definitely do that. It's nice. We'll say it's a little bit crowded in here. They probably went a little overkill in my opinion with the sets and everything, but oh well, as long as little children can have fun with this, that's all that really matters with the playground. See, they kind of put this fence here too, which is pretty neat. Being interesting. Oh, go over that. I want to wonder if this thing dries. Let's see. It's in second gear right now. Oh. It seems to drive is reverse work. Yes, it does. And I guess we'll see if the higher gears work by the next episode. When I go haul that to the fuel station. Just go ahead and turn those off. I'm sure the neighbors across the street are getting annoyed with me. I just have them running lights on. Yeah, y'all, what do y'all think of the new rig right here? I certainly think it looks nice. And yeah, like I said, I had to talk up the real estate agent and the price for mowing all that, because that was just insane what I had to navigate around. So I'll say $5,000 is pretty reasonable for all that basically. But once again, I do want to thank y'all for watching the video, and please do stay tuned in for whatever else I may release. I'll definitely be coming back to this series here soon, and I hope y'all have a good rest of your day or night, or as I always said, whenever this video will release. God bless y'all.